Hello, everybody. My name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. It's a pleasure to be with you all for my TBC live broadcast. This is my live broadcast number 248, number 248 live broadcast to date since we launched our live broadcasting for the Billion Coin, rather known as TBC, since March of this year of 2018. You know, it's a pleasure to be with you all today, and this to me is a special day for me because I have my wonderful, lovely family with me. I want to just first say thank you for that loved one that always supports me, always here. Thank you. Thank you. I want to also say a little one, Kayla. Hello, Kayla. I know she's probably saying on. But, you know, it's wonderful to have a little 2-year-old that supports me like she do. This little one loves me. I love her. You know, and I want to just say also to all of you, all the family that's watching me, I love all of you too. I have some people that I know that lives out in California, some in Florida, some and down, you know, right where I'm at located. All of my wonderful, wonderful people that I love all of you dearly. All of y'all are dear to my heart. Okay, now we have some people in my I think I know I got some Bangladesh people, and I want to say that please, if you are near your computer, please join me today. I want to hear from some people. It's been a while since I've had some people on my live broadcast, and I'd like to hear from some of my people on some subject matters that I may talk about today. Okay. All right. Now, for those that don't know anything about TBC, I'm doing this for family right now. The Billion Coin is what is the Billion Coin? Okay. When did it start? Well, it started March of 2016. Okay, March 21 to be exact. And when we get to March of 2019, we got actually a third annual celebration cruise on the Royal Caribbean cruise line that are about 3 years of existence. Now, I've been in the Billion Coin since February of 2017. Now, prior to this past March, when we launched our live broadcast, most of the TBC community did not know who I was. But I've made my mark here in the TBC community, as a lot of people know. Our TBC admin thinks a lot of me. My buddy Randy Wilson is always supporting me, and I support him too, and other people live broadcasts. But if anybody here like to join me, please do so. I'd like to hear from some people. I haven't had somebody on my broadcast in quite a while, the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know if they're having trouble, some issues with their computers or what, but please join me on this live broadcast if you will. Okay, and just when you come on, please mute yourself while I finish talking. Okay. All right. Like I was talking about TBC, it is an abundance-based cryptocurrency. Now, when we talk about cryptocurrency, most people don't know what that is. Cryptocurrency is a digital currency. We're moving from, first we were using fiat currency, which is paper money, like our dollars here in the United States, and like euros over in Europe. Okay, like pesos in Philippines. You know, they got like naira over in parts of Africa. Okay, we're moving from that paper fiat currency to digital. Now, we know we've been to credit cards and debit cards, right? But don't you know there's a digital transaction from debit cards to your bank? From the merchant, you're the in-between person, that bank, that's electronic transmission. But we have went step further, called a technology called blockchain technology. Okay, 10 times more advanced than our current electronic financial technology that we have in our computers right now around the world. Leap years ahead, but we have it presently. And some of our U.S. companies have now adopted that technology into their network of their business. And more people are adopting that around the world. Now, currently, there are only 2%, that small number now, only 2% of people around the world know about this thing called cryptocurrency, digital currency. Okay? However, countries like China that's just lifted their ban about a little over a week ago, now a lot of businesses are using Bitcoin, which is the very first cryptocurrency, to pay for their goods and services. Now, Japan, they started theirs back maybe 2017. They now adopted Bitcoin as a national currency, just like their yen. And my God, Australia is off the chain using Bitcoin. I mean, I'm talking about using that for paying for their taxes, cars, homes, food, clothes, everything you can think of. You can use it with a Visa card that has Bitcoin on it. You see? So that would be the new way of us paying for our goods and services in the US in the next few years. Okay? Many businesses are now coming online using that type of technology. Okay? A lot of them are. Okay? And like I said before, please come on. Anybody that's able, please join me. I want to have somebody on here that I want to just have an interactive conversation. Okay? Now, all right. Now, we've been around for about 2.5 years. Okay? When we started out, we had a technology that wasn't quite advanced. We had some people discounting our coin. Could have probably crashed our system. But thank God our admin and tech support thought together and said, we need to have a whole new server, a whole new network. So earlier this year, they started what they called a migration, moving from one wallet, which was TBC004.net, to a TBC009.net. Okay? And my loved one that's here that's watching me, that person happens to be also in the Billion Coin. That beautiful one that's on my wall on our Facebook page happened to be in the Billion Coin. I manage pretty much everything for her because she's a very busy lady in the capacity of her job that she works. Now, it is so vital that what we're trying to achieve, being with this abundance-based coin that we have. See, there are two cryptocurrencies divided among market-based coin, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and maybe 2,000 more market-based coins. But to my knowledge, there's only one abundance-based coin. See, the powers that be, the central banking system, the governments, they're just keeping us at bay. Okay? They're not trying to help the poor, help humanity. Our coin is our goal is to get to 1 billion verified members. We currently have 3.3 million members around the world. Okay? However, we want to get to 1 billion members. That's our goal. But our mission is to end poverty globally. Now think about that for a moment. That is not an easy feat, is it? Do you think our government is actually trying to get rid of poverty? Or are they making more millions? I know of several millionaires and billionaires in our USA that's doing nothing for humanity. I know that Bill Gates, I can speak of him, he's doing something for people that's ill overseas. I've seen evidence of that. It's all over the internet. He's one of the richest men on earth, but he's giving billions of dollars to help other people. Okay? But we have millionaires and billionaires getting richer and richer and richer, but doing hardly anything to help mankind. So what we have to understand is we have this thing called the Billion Coin, where it's trying to build our network of community. See, what we're doing here, we're staying underneath the radar. from the powers that be, the central banking system and the governments. We don't need them to do this. We want to build to 1 billion members, meaning we're building our own economy, our own network with 1 billion people. And as our coin gains its value, it reaches its ultimate price, its ultimate value, and they're saying that's going to be within the next 1 to 2 years, and reaches ultimate value. See, our membership grows, our coin value grows by the membership, the people that join our community. But we measure that growth by a grain of gold. Now think about that for a moment. Gold is a precious commodity, a precious stone. We have to make sure that that particular gold that's been around forever, that's made by the earth, that's not man-made. Gold is not man-made. It's made by the earth, our planet. And it's been used for ages, years and years and years, decades. And it's widely accepted all over the world. Because when we started with TBC, we measured it by €1. You see? But the euro fluctuates, kind of like our dollar does in the US. Usually like fiat currency, which I described that as paper currency or paper money. But we have to make sure that we continue to build and build and build our community. Because if we don't build our community, if we don't build that community, we won't reach our mission. See, as we build our community, and this is going to sound very strange to a lot of you out here that have never heard of this before. There are already millionaires and billionaires in TBC. But people say, well, why can't we go to our wallets and pull that money out and use it? Because you have to understand it hasn't reached its full value yet. It reaches its full value once we get to 1 billion members. And then we'll be using that coin or all that currency that's in our wallets, that's our coin. We'll be using that for goods and services just like they're using for Bitcoin and Litecoin and Ethereum they're using out there now. See, Bitcoin is 10 years old, folks. We're only 2.5 years old. And if people did the research on Bitcoin, people talking about, well, why can't we cash out? This is not a cash out system. It's a cash flow system. Cash flow system. And what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to show you how to cash flow. And people are going to say, well, how is it that easy? Admin has put some tools in place to do that. So, see, before I get there, let me let you know, we create cash flow peer-to-peer, just like Bitcoin does. We can send money across in a matter of minutes to someone across the. Oh, great. So good to have my people here. Okay. So I'll be with you just a moment. But anyway, like I'm saying before, what we're doing, we're building our community to 1 billion members and creating, the goal for TBC is to create 1 million billionaires with the B and 1 billion millionaires. The broadcasters will be the billionaires, and the basic members will be the millionaires. So if people just can have the vision, see, you got to look further than what you are. If you have the vision to see where we are going, just like people used Bitcoin back in 2009, they were looking at vision, how we could use that coin. Now they're using that coin now. Well, the same thing going to happen to the Billion Coin. And we're going to use it right within our own community, right within our own community, because we're building our own economy. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen first. And what I'm going to show you, I'm going to go ahead and hit fast, put in fast start. And this right here, which I've shown many, many times, is a 23-step system. A 23-step system that you must follow. Now, we got a free gift that we give people. That's the first thing we do. It's called, and we use this term called cookies. It's not like eating cookies. It is like a point system. And you get 25,000 cookies. That's worth $2,000 in value or more. And you invite people to our community. Then you help them with complete their Crinkle Cash profile. That's the back office that we have. And in the back office, there's a sitting button test before you can get a TBC wallet. Then you'll pay that $10 admin fee, which is now they refer to as 4 grains. It's like 4 grains of an admin fee. Okay? They want us to start talking in grains, okay, folks? Okay? That's kind of going to be hard for people in the United States around the world, because that's not what they usually say, but admin wants to try to change our language, okay? Then you set up your new wallet at tbc009.net. Then the next thing you knew, you set up a YouTube broadcast. Now, I'm not going to show you how to do that today, because if you want to see that, you just go to my YouTube channel, excuse me, Stephen Cuffey, S-T-E-V-E-N, Cuffey. A lot of my family like to call me by my middle name, Tyrone. They like that name better. But my YouTube is Stephen Cuffey, and choose number 80 broadcast or number 146. That'll show you exactly step by step how to do this, how to set up your YouTube broadcast and how to schedule it. I did all that in that broadcast. Then you do your broadcast, meaning launch your broadcast like I'm doing, like I did today. Then you purchase $100 worth of crinkles from a buyer. Okay? Now, I'm not going to go through this whole thing here. It's just a 23-step system. But I would say this. Then you go to, well, I'll tell you what. You complete a transaction verification on the buyer side, and then the seller approves it on the seller side. And KCBO stands for Crinkle Cash Back Office. Okay? But this is a 23-step cash flow system. And I like this last one. It says, study the blog daily. That's just something admin got from me, I believe. Admin likes that word, say study. See, everyone, I don't just read the blog. I study the blog. And you find the blog at where? blog.thebillioncoin.info. blog.thebillioncoin.info. Okay? So we got another system. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can find it here. All right. This right here is a rapid reward system. Okay. A lot of people are really getting involved in this. Okay. And it goes like this. I'm going to go over it real quickly. When you get one person, let's say I get one person involved, this person right here. When in 24 hours, this person have to find two people. They have to pay their $10 admin fee. And they're going to get 25,000 cookies each. But what's going to happen? This person is going to receive 10,000 cookies for getting these two people in 24 hours. Then these people get two people each themselves within the next 48 hours, and then help those people, and this person will earn 100,000 cookies. Now, let me tell y'all something. 100, no, I'm not, I said 100,000, 100 million, should I say. 100 million cookies, which is equal to one TBC coin, which is currently priced at a little over $8 million in worth. Okay? All right. Now, several people are getting involved in that. Now, I'm going to show you something. Okay, let me log in my Quicker Cash back office. And it's right there in front of your face. Look at there. Okay. Now, we also, by the way, while I'm here, they extended the cookie redemption. I mean, we're actually redemption. This is a cookie redemption poll. We had a poll of when they wanted to extend our redemption period. Now we have two redemption periods, and we changing these cookies into coin, and that is in May and November. But admin decided to extend it throughout the rest of this year all through the through the 31st of January. So essentially, admin extended it, how many days? 90 days. 3 months. Now, a lot of us, as in a lot of one that's watching this, none of us have pressed our button yet. Okay? None of us pressed this button yet. Now, I'm going to go to Cookie Rewards, and it takes a while for this to load. So while that's loading, let me point this out to you. You must hold off pressing the button. Again, I always say that. And I'm going to show you when it's actually finished loading, I'm going to show you where that button is located. Now they have extended the redemption period. Do not press the redeem now button. Collect as many cookies as you can by doing broadcast, which you get 1 million cookies every time you do a broadcast, and also the send button meeting, which is held on Monday, the send button meeting English. Then they do the other foreign languages, 4 of them on Tuesday. On Tuesday. Okay. This usually takes just a few minutes to load. Just be patient with this. Okay, it's coming up now. All right. And it's just showing how many cookies I have gained when doing broadcasts, which is quite a few. These cookies, this is 6 coins, which worth $8 million each. So that's like $48 million added to my wallet. But that's not what I'm focusing on. What I'm focusing on is this redeem now button right here. Do not press this button. See how it gets lighter? If I press it, I'm done you'll get one chance at it until the next redemption period. hold off pressing that button until near the end. I'm going to wait till the last week of January before we press it. My loved one and I'm not going to press her button then. No, we're not going to do that then. Mm-mm. Collect as many cookies as possible. Okay. All right. Now, these are all different, just giving you different definitions of many things. And these are different people who have doing cookie rewards. But I'm going to go all the way down the bottom here. And this number here needs to get to 5,000 entries. That's going to produce a lot of people in our community. I see it's still growing. It's almost at 4,000 entries. But we need to be at 5,000 entries. So we're not too far away. But we got to keep going. Okay? All right. Let me come out of this right now and invite. Let me see if he's still there. Mufo is here today from Cameron. Hold on a minute. Stop. Let me stop this. Mr. Mufo, it's so good to see you today. You know, could you let me just introduce you. This is Mufo. He's from, I believe, Cameroon in Africa, and he's one of our leaders in that area, along with his brother over there, Mimek Derek over there. Thank you so much for coming today. Just give me some information what you want to say today regarding our wonderful Billion Coin, sir. Just unmute yourself.
Okay, it's a great privilege for me to be on your live, Stephen Coffey. It has been for a long time. I've been missing this your live with that is packed with a lot of interesting information to come up. But I will not really forgive myself. I just want to let you know that internet connection here for us is really a big trouble. I just got a different subscriber. I just believe that this subscriber will permit me to be doing my life and to assist as I used to assist because the other ones were so terrible. So as you have given me the opportunity, it's really a great family we have that is TBC, and we're doing it great, and the information is really cool. But it's one thing that I read in the live chat before I came up. Somebody was saying that yes, they have faith in TBC, but how can they cash TBC out? There is a vocabulary that people are not supposed to be using again in the TBC family. That shows that a good number of people are not following information. They are not assisting to send button meetings or even the meetings behind the meetings, because most of these things have been talked upon time without number. And we are in the family because we know where we are going to. So people that are just popping in today and go off and come back maybe 2 months, 3 months, you finally find yourself somewhere else, not more in the TBC community. So that person that posted that information, I'm not really nagging a hat on you, but I'm just trying to tell you that be consistent with the information on the TBC blog and with information concerning leaders or assisting meetings. You get that the vocabulary of TBC has completely changed. We are more. You were talking about grains of gold rather than talking of dollar. That is what very soon we'll be talking about. And will sound very strange to somebody that has not been consistent in the community. And to add more to that, as you were trying to put it through, we are in the process of which people flow equals to cash flow. People
Exactly.
flow equals to cash flow. So as he was saying, yeah, he was saying that how can we make money in TBC? People flow equals to cash flow. And
Exactly.
if you are not well seated in how to make people to come in the more and more, there are coaches. The admin has said it. Go to coaches. Get yourself coach up. The fee that they will ask from you is not much. Get yourself coach, and when you get yourself coach, I bet you, you will really enjoy TBC, and you will start cash flowing there from the instance you have started cash flow coaching, or which whosoever coach is coaching you. Their coach, this is Stephen Kofi. He's a very big leader in the community. Contact him, get time with him, and he is going to let you through. Rather than using the vocabulary we have it in TBC, but how are we catching out or whatsoever? So that is the first elements or the general settings that I can present just as this intro. I'm really really happy to be part of this live broadcast. I know you're doing it great, and we are just following your
Mhm.
footsteps behind. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Mufa. Thank you so much, sir. You know,
Thank you. Thank you.
he said some very, very good things about me, and I appreciate. Thank you so much, sir. You know, you said something very key. People flow equal cash flow. People flow, cash flow. And you know, if you follow the 23-step system and you don't seek out a cash flow coaching, and I go to my leader, which is Randy Wilson. If you go to tbcrandy.com and scroll down and say I want in, click that. It goes to another page. You got 3 different packages you can pay for, and it's only $10 per week. That's it. $40 for 4 weeks, and those is not a full week. He does Monday through Thursday, and each one of them are recorded if you miss one. And listen to this. Everyone that's following him is cash flowing.
I'm an example.
Oh, see? 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 There it is. There it
I'm
is.
an example.
So he's cash flow before because he's been following the system.
Sure,
See, he's
sure.
not trying to cash out. He's not using that word cash out. He's using the word cash flow because people flow equal cash flow.
Flow.
So I couldn't have said it better. You heard it from him, a cash flow, a person that cash flow. You know, if I was to show y'all my Cream Cash back office people I brought into the community, the hundreds of people, and the amounts that they paid for to get TBC coin, if you add up all that amount, you'll understand how much I made. But I'm gonna tell you something. It's not about me. It's about helping the people out there, helping humanity. And people like Mufa and myself, and he can speak firsthand in his country, are people in poverty. Hey, Mufa, can you? I tell you what. I'm gonna give you the floor a few minutes. Tell me
Yeah.
what it's like. You're in Cameroon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Talk about your country, the poor people in your country, what the tiny type of thing they're experiencing. Just tell people what you're experiencing, what you know for a fact is happening in your country.
Okay, thank you for giving me that opportunity to talk about my country. I know it's not going to, your ears are not going to really listen to very sound things, but the truth is the truth. Let's say it very clear and outly. In Cameroon is very difficult. That is, the population of Cameroon is 75% youth, and youth of which the schooling age is as from I can think the school those that are already schooled are almost getting to 40-50%. But the great reality in Cameroon is what is to make both end meet. That is to have 3 squares meal a day, to have lodging. That is the basic necessities are not there. And when I talk about basic necessities here, I mean what? First of all, the road infrastructure is not there. And even the ones that are there, they're completely bad. And others, I'm not painting my country really black, but I'm saying what it is. At times, we need to really go out and say it the way it is. And when I'm talking, the infrastructures are not there, the roads are not there, the pipe-borne water is there, but never present. We
Mm,
can go
mm.
for weeks without pipe-borne water. And talking about electricity, I don't even know whether I will finish this live broadcast. As I'll be shooting like this very soon. Power is off, and it can at times go for days. You will not have power. So the realities are so demanding and so disturbing. Not even talking to that. Look at this. If you want to go to the sanitation and health unit, the sanitation and health unit, the doctors are not there. Even the few that are there is money. There is no security cover for any other person. Those that don't have, when they come, they are being highlighted. And those that have a little bit, they are the ones to bribe them with their way, and they are catered for. And more to that, talking about education, the education system is made in such a way that what, even if you finish with the highest degree so far, if you don't have somebody in the system, you will remain jobless. And that's why a good number of graduates in the country have tilted themselves towards doing odd jobs, disguised unemployment. That is, they're employed in things that they're supposed not to have been doing. For example, this bike issue. There is this transportation issue of bikes. Three-quarter of the youths able healthy men are on bikes. They sleep out every day just to make both end meets. They can't make it 3 square meals a day. So the situation is so disturbing and so disastrous. We have gotten a leader for the past 36 years. We had elections this year, this October. He was re-elected again for 7 years. Can you imagine
Wow.
somebody that been there for 36 years, has not changed anything in the conditions of living of the people, but he has been re-elected for 7 other years? It's really a situation of which psychologically we are already down. But believing that what a human being, as admin told us, is the so valuable thing on earth, you can change your mind anytime and be focused on what you want to achieve as objective. You will do things differently. It is on those perspectives that we were living. Even us that we are a little bit open to the world. That is why we are speaking as such. All the others, they are already down. They are just quiet. They cannot do anything because it's more than them. And more to that, let me add this that just popped up yesterday. In November, the financial law is always drafted. I know that very well because I deal with taxation. I'm a freelance accountant. I deal with taxation. The taxation law was voted this November. It came out yesterday. The little environments in which people were trying to make both end meet, the government have taxed up all those environments. For
Wow.
example, like for the areas of dressing, we have second-handed clothes that come from Western countries. We call them here friperie. That is second-handed dresses that they are being sent here. The government has decided to tax those second-handed dresses up to 12.5% of their total value. And
Mm.
more to that, no encouragement is being done locally for the production of dresses, meaning that in the next coming year, when borders will be closed for those dresses not to enter, people can go naked because the industry for
Wow.
the production of dresses is not there.
Wow. Mm.
In the domain of dressings, that goes with other domains included. So the issue is just so disturbing, and we are in it, and we are trying to push ourselves out and use, because that is why when we understand something like TBC, it has really gone a long way to unshackle our mind, because we thought that we were not living in a world of which we can one day think of something otherwise. But with this environment that I've created, with this talking, with this community, we are seeing things otherwise, because there are very marvelous things that are taking place in Cameroon as far as TBC is concerned. Just today, I was talking with another person. Merchants are coming up powerfully in the country to accept TBC, and is trying to help the community in order to find a way to really make both end meet in this society, of which is really, really, really bad as far as the powers that be have made it for us. So that is what I can say in a general sense. If you allow me, I'll go on and on and on to say things that at a certain point in level, it will not be really appreciable. So that is what I can tell you for the moment about the state of the country.
Sure. Thank you so much, sir. See, I knew
Yeah,
I
thank
could
you.
ask. I knew I could ask you because you knew you was very familiar what's going on in your country. I know we have talked about it before, but I did that because
Yeah,
I want to hear other people hear from you.
yeah,
And thank you so much. You see,
yeah.
this is just some of the examples that's going on around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the powers that be, the central banking system, the governments. Now, this person's been in office for over 30 some years, just keep getting reelected, but you don't
36
see
years.
any improvement. You don't see none improvements.
No change, no change in
No
any sector.
change. Wow. Wow. But folks, this is what's happening. But we have something called the billion coin. And I want
Yeah.
to leave y'all with some stuff. And I think you may have heard me say this, Musa, but I'm going to say it for everyone to hear it again. And it goes like this. And remember, and think about this now. When you're bringing somebody on TBC and they're like on the fence, they're not sure if they want to get involved or not. Say this to them. It's going to make them think. Okay? If you're willing to do something you never did before, you're going to have something you never had before. I'm going to say that again. If you're willing to do something you never did before, you're going to have something you never had before. So if you just stay back and never try and keep doing what you're doing and never change, you will never change. But if you start to step out your comfort zone, you will have something that you never thought you would ever have. Let me tell y'all something. And I shared this, I think it was yesterday. I said something about, I'm going to tell you something. That's a really thing about millionaires. And I heard this before, and it's so true. Take a millionaire and strip the millionaire of everything, all his assets, all his money, all his ability to make money within the city he's already in, the territory he's already in. Strip him of everything. Okay? Then that millionaire goes to another territory or another city. Do you know that millionaire in less than a year, he'll be back to where he was? And you want to know how he did that? Because he learned a skill. A skill. He learned a skill of making money. Making money is a skill, folks. You know, when an admin shows us how to cash flow, when Randy tells us how to cash flow, when Dan Luce tells us how to cash flow, when Lawrence Malaleki tell us how to cash flow, these are cash flow coaches.
Yeah.
When they show us how to cash flow, we now learn how to cash flow at least $100 per day. Then it increases over time. And while we're doing that, guess what's happening? We're bringing people into our community, TBC community. And the numbers are still increasing towards our billion verified members. See, we're not just making money. We're bringing people into the community. So in order to have an effect on what he's now saying, Mufa was saying, see what's got to happen. And see, I know that Mbek Derek is one of the leaders in your community, and he had big auditoriums with people. See, you got a lot of people that believe in TBC in that country. And what they can do, and what's going to happen is over time, as our coin continue to gain its value, as we build our community, in Cameron and all around the world, you're going to be able to use your coin for goods and services, not necessarily using on the currency you currently use. You still have that because that's your government's currency.
Yeah.
But we're going to have our own currency. So while we're building these cookies that's worth money, it's like a point system. And what's going to happen is, over time, as we build the community, our value of our coin is going to skyrocket. And I'm going to give you an example what it's going to look like. Okay? Now let's take a grain of gold right now. It's probably around $2.40 to $2.50. And let's say that you got, like, I think I got to believe something like, how many coins? I haven't even looked at his coins, but I know I have a lot of coin. Okay. All right. And but over time, let's say that I got, when it gets to 1 billion members, let's say I got 100 coins, TBC coins. When it gets to 1 billion members, and let's say that a grain of gold is worth $2.50, and I got 100 coins. Do you know when it gets to 1 billion members, guess what's going to happen to that coin? One coin. It's going to be worth $1 billion. Now, I know admin don't want us to say money, but I'm just using in context this particular live broadcast. The people, because people are not, everybody don't quite understand grains yet.
Sure.
Okay, I'm still learning myself. Okay.
Yes, all of us.
You know, we're changing our language. They want us to talk in grains, but just for the sake of this live broadcast, I'm gonna talk in US dollars so it help you understand. Now, when our billion members get to 1 billion members, one of our coins is gonna be worth $1 billion. Now, if $1 billion is at 2.5, let's just say $2. Let me say two. Don't include the 50 cents. Let's say the gold is worth $2. A grain of gold is worth $2. Do you know that one coin is worth $2 billion? So, what if you got 100 of them? You see now? You see what I'm doing the math for you. But all that coin you're gonna be able to use for goods and services. But most of all, guess what you're gonna do with that coin? Because I've said this so many times to people, and when I say this to people, they just don't understand. All that coin in your wallet is not for you. It's for humanity. It's for people that's poor. Poverty. Some of the things he just talked about in his country, he could use it for that.
Sure.
That's what we're reaching for. We will succeed, people, but we can't do it 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 people doing it. We got to be unified together on this. All men, women, and children. Unified. Notice I didn't leave children out. If you teach them what you know about TBC, you know, young people in their 20s, early 20s, they love to text, right? Sure. They love to, they're very communicative in terms of their fingers. Okay? But they got friends they talk to too when they see them. Can you imagine if you had a lot of young people in TBC to get the word out, and you get them to teach them what it is, what TBC is, what it isn't, and your correct role in it? If you teach them those 3 things the correct way, it's got to be taught the right way. Some people don't want to learn. Some people do want to learn. But you teach those ones that's willing to be like a sponge. Be like a sponge. And teach them how to learn this awesome coin called the Billion Coin. It's called the Billion Coin because they want to get it to a billion members, to be worth 1 billion grains or whatever they want to use that grains. Okay, but we want to be at 1 billion members, so our coin will be its fullest worth value. Now, some people, I saw something today, even on YouTube, that said talking about TBC exchange I
Yeah,
hate that
yeah.
word used in TBC for BTC. Oh my God, it drove me crazy. I watched that video. I said, "Oh, that is the biggest scam you ever want to see." People want to
Sure.
rob you of your TBC because guess what they know? They know that the
They know.
TBC coin is going to be worth something at some point.
Mm-hmm.
You
They
saw
know.
that.
They
Then you
know.
saw it too. Then you saw it too, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it today. I saw it today. I just look at it. I was just mocking at them and say, these people are going to scam a good number of TBCians that are not informed, and those who are desperate to cash flow, and of which they are not using the system, they will fall prey to these scammers, and they are going to be take up in this exchange that is very fake. I saw it. They say they want almost what a billion members, something of that, 100,000 people to launch their exchange in January, and the exchange will be you exchange your TBC for cash directly in your local currency, something of that sort. It is really funny. We that we are in the TBC block every day, we are in the meetings, we get all the information from TBC, we are in the close meetings of TBC. We know already that that is pure fake. And Min has never talked of such. And this is the opportunity to inform people. TBCians that go and stay 1, 2, 3 months before coming back, they will fall prey of such scammers. And the reality is that even if you do not have all the appliances to be following the send button meeting, at least you can read the blog, because
Mm-hmm.
it is in the blog that everything that takes place in the TBC community is being published. So if not a such of information is not found in the blog, it is not real. It's fake. It's
Mm-hmm.
fake. It's purely fake.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
A
It
good
is
number of
fake.
things, yeah, a good number of things have been associated to TBC because they know, they are seeing how we are growing, and they're seeing the mission of TBC moving forward, and they do not believe what they are seeing. It means that they are looking for means in order to attract these people flow in TBC in order to
Mm-hmm.
now rob them of their TBC. What you're saying is
Mm-hmm.
very real. People need to
Mm-hmm.
open their eyes, seek for the right information, go to the people that are doing TBC live broadcast daily, ask them question. I've seen this exchange. Is this real? Is this fake?
Mm-hmm.
No exchange has anything to do with TBC. If the
Mm-hmm.
exchange of TBC was to be launched, it would be in the block.
Mm-hmm. You're right. I couldn't have said it better. The blog is the main source of all information regarding the billion coin.
Sure.
If you're not going over the information in the blog, you're doing yourself a injustice. It's not going to help you. You're not going to move. You're not going to grow. You have
Hmm.
to get the source of the information at the right place, and the blog is the right place.
Sure.
Y'all know I'm a big person that pushes the blog a lot because that's how I become. You become sharp. You learn. You get all the information, how to use it, when to use it. You got all the information. You got a system. See, when you got oh my God, that's a whole nother subject talking about systems. That's a whole nother subject. I won't go there today, but I would say this. We got a system in place. Let us use that system the right, correct way. Because people out there that are trying to scam you out of your coin, because those people realize that the coin is going to be worth something someday. And they want to get as much as they can get of it. But they want the immediate cash from it. That's what they're trying to get. Because they know that BTC, which is Bitcoin, can be, so to speak, um, turned into coin, you know.
Hmm.
So so I want to end this live broadcast with this. And I want to thank you so much, Mufa, for coming on my live broadcast. I know it's been a while.
Thank you.
Your internet is
Yeah.
working a lot better. I'm glad you got new
Okay.
internet
Okay.
because it's working better. That's great.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
great.
Okay.
And you can join my
Okay.
broadcast any day, any day. Because
Okay.
Mufa's been
Okay.
here
When I,
several times with us. You know,
okay.
I would like to have some more people today. I will be back tomorrow around the same time. And
Okay.
Mufa, if you're available, you're more than happy to come back tomorrow. But I'll be back. I'll be back to the same time. But I'm gonna leave you with this, people. If you want something in life, you have to go for it.
Yeah.
You gotta be hungry for it. If you
Hungry.
want change, if you want something to change in your life and your family's life, you got to want it to change. Okay?
Yeah.
So I want to thank you, Mufa, again for coming. I know it's getting late there, and I know they may cut your electricity at any moment. You know, they do that. They do
They have
that
permitted
over
us
there.
today.
You know, they do that over there in parts of Africa. I don't, for the life of me, how can a government do that to people? That's so much control. And it's so much control. It drives me crazy. Can you imagine
Yeah.
doing that to here in the United States? It'd be like a war within ourselves saying, what is going on? You know? You would
I'm
never
telling
see
you.
that happen. The only time you see that in
Mm.
the United States when you don't pay the bill, they'll cut your
Mm-hmm.
electricity. That's the only way they,
Mm.
but if your bill is paid,
Okay.
you will have electricity. Only one other way
Okay.
that stops if there's a storm or something like a hurricane or something come through, something, a bad
Okay.
storm come. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only thing that affects electricity. So
Okay.
let's keep working hard, folks. Let's keep
Yeah.
working hard to build our community. And I want to
Okay.
thank all my I got a bunch of family members watching me today. I know they're watching
Okay.
me. I want to say thank you all for watching me. I love my family.
Thank you.
I love this
Thank
little one, Kayla. She can't even say my middle name. My middle name is Tyrone. She says on instead of on instead of Tyrone. And one
Okay.
that's always watches me too. You know, we're gonna I'm going to probably speak to some of them in a few minutes, but I'd like to thank all of you for watching me today. That's here in our chat area. Thank you for all the support. I had a number of people here today watching my live broadcast. I know that people think a lot of me and what I've achieved in the TBC community, and I only did that. I kept it simple. I just follow the system. That's all I do. We follow the system that we have in place. So if everybody just follow the system, they'll have the same success that Mufa and I have had. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mufa from Cameron. Thank you so much. Let me say this last thing to you.
Yeah.
Just give you an update. It looks like admin, you know, we were supposed to all come, Randy's supposed to come to your country and
Yeah.
3 other countries in this month.
Yeah.
It looked like it may be January. Admin had told us some time ago it could be January if everything had not
Okay.
come up, everything had been put in place like it should. Because what it
Okay.
is, admin expectation is that the leaders of the, now I know your country was set from what I'm
Yeah.
hearing, but
Mm-hmm.
I think Ghana and South Africa was the countries that weren't all together yet.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Favor and Nigeria had gotten Nigeria and Cameroon was all set, but
Mm-hmm.
Favor in Nigeria and Lawrence in South Africa. I'm not and I forgot the one in
Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah,
Mm.
Ghana and South Africa were 2 countries that weren't all together yet. So admin
Mm-hmm.
says they will not send us over there until everything's together. So hopefully
Okay.
everything can come together by January. I'm praying that it is
Okay.
because I want to see all of you guys. And
Yeah. We are
what
really
we're gonna
waiting for
do.
you.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is do a cash flow conference.
Coach. Okay.
We're
That's
gonna
great.
carry it another level. We're gonna carry it a
That
whole
would be
nother
great.
level. We're gonna be
That
teaching
would be
cash flow
wonderful.
coaching at this cash flow conference. And we're gonna be
Thank
like an
you.
auditorium of people. And Randy and I are gonna be telling them exactly what to do to get
Yeah.
there. And
Okay.
a true way to build our community.
Sure.
Okay? Because we got some
Thank you.
people in the most populated people in TBC in Nigeria that's
Yeah.
not doing things the right way. I know of a
Yeah.
fact. I know a group
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's
You know,
true.
we got to get everybody on the same page so we can grow
Yeah.
this community.
Duplication of the information.
Yeah, right. You got to follow the system. Everybody got to do the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Mufa, and have a
Thank you.
great day, sir. And I want to say
Thank.
goodbye to everyone out there, including my
Okay. Bye
loved ones that's
bye. Thank
watching
you.
me as well as the people on the chat. And I'll see
Okay.
y'all tomorrow. Have a
Bye
great one,
bye.
people.
Bye
And
bye.
so y'all take care. Bye bye. Peace.
Peace.
Mhm.